Kamagani and welcome to Voices of Nexara. I am Niharika and today I thought of talking on being the eldest daughter in a Rajput family because Shubhangi asked in my last post, and a little bit about my school and my college admission and how have things been for me in terms of getting out in the world and how have I fared with it. By the way, this is Temptations on almond treat. Almond treat. I love chocolate. Let's get straight into it. So, as far as I remember, I wanted to go to Delhi University, like always. Father wanted me to pursue MBBS, but I didn't want to become a doctor. No hate. Obviously, doctors are like second gods or something. But I just didn't see myself, like myself being a doctor. I just wasn't a doctor. And I wanted to go to Delhi, to study in Delhi University. It's a dreamy city, isn't it? You know, when I talk to my friends now, I often tell them, and we share this thought, is how Delhi is. We have a love-hate relationship with Delhi, and it's a place where we will always go back to, and we'll come back. I mean, we don't want to stay there. We have to go back to Delhi from time to time. We have to go to the city. We have to see how it's changed. We have to meet the people, and we have to have the best time, and then get back to our normal lives. As long as I can remember, people were really not so fond of sending their daughters, especially from Rajasthan, to study outside. And I know it's a taboo to even talk about it, but since I am from the academic world, I can, criticize with a credible degree. And so I decide to criticize the people who do not send their kids out to study, and the kids who do not make an attempt to stand up for themselves and actually study, not just waste their time, go out, do things, enjoy with people. That's what you're supposed to do also, of course. But what you're supposed to do the most is you're supposed to raise your standards for yourself. You're supposed to work on your IQ, your EQ, your skill set, so many more things, and experience life in the most expansive and exaggerated ways. So, as far as I recall, my father was not so convinced. I had to convince him for about 4 years to send me to Delhi University. And when he did, I was so glad. He also took me to give the audition for ECA and ECA Theatre and debate. And my mother has always been, will be a constant support. She is like the anchor of my life. And I am the eldest sister, and I have a younger brother. It's just the two of us. And having a younger brother is so amazing also. He's like this constant Disney character I have in my house, other than me, of course, because my husband thinks I'm a Disney character too, which is fair. I don't care. But yes, it's fun to have Mama around, and she's just known me. You know how mothers know you? She's just always known me. She's just known who I am. And so I would always go to her with all the problems and tell her, this is not serving me, and this is not good, and this is a change I want, and this is how I'll do it. And I don't know how will I make it happen, but I just know I'll make it happen. And then, of course, she would be the one to give me all sorts of ideas to reach there. And it's so amazing to have a mother who is your constant supporter, your best friend. And I would tell you, my mother and me did not have a great relationship until I was 16 or something. And as soon as COVID hit, I think we we started developing this intimate bond, like emotionally, spiritually. I mean, spiritually we always had a bond. My mother and I were always close, but and I'm close to my nanihal as well. But this person to person, this human to human, we have actually broken our generational gap. I think me and my mom, we have broken our generational gap. There is nothing I can't talk to her about. There's nothing she can't talk to me about, and it feels amazing because those 2 years of COVID were the best for me in terms of our relationship. She's in the kitchen, she's cooking something really nice, I can smell it. So, and yeah, I often tell it to all my younger siblings. You might have tens of things to say about your mother right now, and that's fine. I did too, we all do. But your mother is going to end up being the bestest friend you ever had. Every minor inconvenience, hello mama, that's what I do. So I think that's what everyone will do, should do, would do. So, and that's a lot of comfort. So when I did apply for CUET, it was our first batch of CUET UG. 2022 was the year when it was introduced according to the new education policy. And I remember how terrified I was because I had no idea. I was here in Jodhpur and I was doing everything from home. And whatever was going on there in Delhi. It was, of course, the first experiment sort of thing. The first batches started in November 2022, which is pretty late if you talk about an academic year. And I think our academic year started in November, and ECA results came a bit late. So if you think about it, November, December, January, February, March, April, and May. Within 5 to 6 months, our whole 1 year was wrapped up, including the exams, the internals, all the lectures, and the break. I mean, there was no break in our first year as far as I recall. There was no break, there was none, because we didn't go home. And our second year started in a snap, and we couldn't even live our first year, to be honest. And I mean, that's fine. We did live, but it was very cold in Delhi that year. And of course, it was cold, and I was introduced to Delhi की सर्दी for the first time. And मेरे लिए तो भाई मैं तो रेगिस्तान से हूँ. My husband always jokes, that you might be eating a spoonful of sand to keep yourself well while you're away from home. It's not even funny. And now that I think of it, I think maybe it's true. Do I eat sand? Do I eat a spoonful of sand every day? No, I don't. I get so distracted while talking sometimes in my head. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. And in terms of my school, I think I'll make another video about it. But yeah, this is about my mom and being the eldest daughter. You will have the most roller coaster life being the eldest daughter, if you choose to do things in life, if you choose to be rebellious, if you choose to be who you are. Because there's so many people, there's so many times, and there's so many spaces that will try to bring you down, and you have your father's rage. At least I do. And you are supposed to make everything feel okay for everyone at all times, and you do that. You try to do that at least, because you're learning. You can't be perfect at 20, 25 something. We're all trying. What is most special is when I see women from our own community, Rajputs, rising up, doing things. My cousin sister Aditi Rathore, she just got selected for Gujarat judiciary. She is going to become a judge soon. She's such an amazing woman. She's such an inspiration. My nanu sir, my mother. When I see people around me doing the things that they do, I often wonder what's the purpose of life, or why do people do the things that they do. At the end of the day, it's your karma, and we all know. It's what you want to be remembered as a person when you leave, when you're on your deathbed. What do you want to be remembered as? And are you satisfied with the kind of life you lived? And if you were ever given a chance to live it again, would you live it? Would you be glad enough? Would you be happy? Would you be blessed or grateful to live the life that you've lived again, all over again? And would you do more? And would you experience more? And there's the kind of emotion I expect from all the eldest daughters. I mean, not just the eldest daughters, but everyone, but specifically them, because we have had so much on our plate. You know, it's a thing, right? We have to fight. We have to sort of surrender many times. We have to convince. We have to make an extra effort to get the things that we want, and to kind of gradually, eventually take our parents towards understanding us. But our younger ones, they kind of get it sooner than us, because the tradition is already broken by us, and we are the ones kind of breaking the generational, I wouldn't say traumas, but traditions that do not serve us right anymore. And that does make a difference for our parents, for the family members, for ourselves in the long run, for your younger siblings, because we're like the wall between these two worlds. And I hope you relate to it, and I hope you understand, at least even if one person understands what I'm saying, I would be glad. And what is more surprising is that when I talk about all this to the eldest daughters, the friends that I have, Priya, Tanvi, Komal, I mean, there's a long list, Darshita, and all these are eldest daughters. We have so much in common, and there's this deep emotional depth that all of us carry inside us. It's practically impossible to ignore it. It's a blessing in disguise, and it's something that rips us away from so much mental peace. But it's okay. You only gain when you give something. You gain something when you give something. You have to sacrifice a lot to get something. But one message that I would leave for all the Rajput girls out there from our community, or even from Rajasthan, even from the space that the community that we all come from here, from the land of Thar, or even, of course, even outside, if you resonate to me, all the women in the world. There is something so special, and there is something so beautiful about you, so fierce about you, that you have not yet deciphered. It is going to take you to places that you have not dreamed of, that you have not thought of, that you don't know exist. And all it takes is a little effort. I would not say little, a lot of effort and courage to stand up for yourself, to be who you are, to be unapologetic about it, and to keep doing the things that matter to you. Because at the end of the day, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you are supposed to not like what you see, but respect what you see. And when you reach a point where you respect yourself, there is no going back. And I will leave you with that. Thank you.